How to increase your Facebook ROAS in 2024. What's up, everyone? My name is Cole, and I have produced millions of dollars for my clients in Facebook advertising and Google advertising over this past year in 2023. And in this video, we're going to be describing exactly how we increase ROAS and the overall efficiency of our marketing for these particular accounts. So you probably have experienced this where you think you're doing everything right, and next thing you know, you just start seeing results slowly go down and end up plummeting, and you're sitting there with no idea what went wrong. So if you're a brand owner and you realize, well, crap, why is this going down? What am I doing wrong? I'm trying to scale this up. This is the video for you. So the first thing you need to realize in any situation like this is, what can you control? You can't directly control ROAS, but what you can control are all the different aspects that fluctuate the ROAS in general. There's nothing you're going to be able to do to specifically say, okay, now this increases my ROAS. To give you an analogy, you can control what you put into your car, and you can control how you maintain it. You can change its oil regularly, give it enough gas, change your tires, rotate your tires, and keep it up to date as much as possible. But if you don't change the oil regularly, don't fill it up with gas all the time, don't rotate your tires or change them every once in a while, then if your car breaks down, that was a direct correlation to you not maintaining it properly. It's the exact same way with ads. You can help and change every aspect of it, but the truth of the matter is, you could be doing everything right and your car still could break down on the side of the road. You don't have control over that. So the breaking down and your ROAS are the exact same thing. What I'm going to be teaching you in this video are the 4 things that you can control to make sure that your ROAS lasts a lifetime. And there's 4 main categories. There's the creative, there's your landing page, there's your average order value, and then there's your product itself. So these are the things that you can specifically control in your account to help your ROAS improve. Now we're going to go through each stage to understand what's going wrong and how you can improve it. So the first one is your creatives. You're not calling out the mass desires of your audience, and which is why you're not going to get much attraction, if any at all, for your ads. As you know, the headlines and the creatives are exactly what capture and target your ideal audience. This YouTube video is a prime example. People aren't clicking on this video so that they can learn how to walk a dog correctly or teach it how to do tricks. And it's because of what I called out in the headline, which is a mass desire or pain point. People are either struggling increasing the ROAS, or people are wanting to achieve a particular result. This is why it's perfect and people will click on the video. And your ads should be the same way, but you want to make sure you're promoting the right ass. You don't want to go too broad, and you want to make sure you're promoting your product. I could have a picture of a girl in a bikini and says, naked girls near you, click here now. And then when they go to the landing page, I'm trying to sell them a dog collar. Yeah, I may get a lot of attraction from that ad, but I'm not going to have my ideal audience. So you want to make sure to balance both. Call out a broad audience, but also make sure that it's in your domain. A great example is ROAS. They're a mushroom coffee company, and all of their ads are focused on a particular set of desires from their customer. They call out people with inflammation, people that want energy without the caffeine, and people who want to reduce bloating. These are all things that their product can solve, and it's calling out direct audience groups that are going to resonate with it. This is why they're getting a surge of quality customers, and it's converting at a higher rate. The next is your landing page or your website. Now, so many people get this wrong in the first place. A lot of times I'm going to be seeing a lot of special offers or urgencies everywhere, and that could lead to drop shipping looking like or not really a trustworthy site. I don't think there's really good marketers out there that say, oh, 30% off right now, only 5 left, get yours in time, only 24 hours until you can redeem. That just shows you that you're not actually producing the desires that your customers want. And your website should do that. It needs to call out why people should want this and why it's going to benefit them, just like the ads. So for ROAS, people are calling out reducing inflammation, energy without the caffeine, no more bloating. Your landing page should show more of that, before and after, show why it's going to work for them. Point out pain points that previous users had and why it's going to resonate with that current audience. All this is going to make people realize, wow, they experienced the same thing I am, and now look at them. They're going to be doing well off, they're high energy, no bloating, low inflammation, and it's going to make them feel like they need this product. So why does this matter with ROAS? Well, it has all to do with your conversion rate. If you have a crappy website, and let's give you the benefit of the doubt and say your conversion rate is a 1%. That means for every 100 people that go to your store, 1 person is buying. You can shift your product page and increase the desires. You may increase that 1% to a 3, 4, even 5%. Meaning if 100 people visit your website, then that means 3, 4, or 5 people are going to be purchasing, meaning you're going to be tripling, quadrupling, or quintupling your sales just by shifting the way that you made your website. And this instantly is going to increase your ROAS right away. Then this switches us into the talk of average order value. If you're spending $20 to acquire a customer and your product only costs $15, well, you're not going to be very profitable. The next aspect you can change is how large your average average order value is. So changing it from $15 to say $75 with a $20 cost per acquisition, then you're profiting $55 right off the bat. So you can do this by increasing your product price. You could be doing a bundling service where you offer multiple of your products at a little bit of a discount. You can even have upsells for higher margin products whenever people try to check out. All of these are going to increase your average order value. Apple does something very phenomenal with their average order value, and it's called AppleCare. Now, you may think that this was just a way for you to be protected, but they knew that their chances of people actually using AppleCare compared to their average order value increase was well worth it for them. And you could do this for your own products. So for Rise, you can call it Rise Care or shipping protection, anything to increase that average order value so that way you're remaining profitable. And next is your product, which is by far the most important aspect. If you have a product that won't sell, your creatives, your website, and your average order value aren't going to mean anything in the long term. And that's simply because why should someone buy your product in the first place? If it doesn't fit their desire, it's going to be a lot harder to sell. If there's a lot of different products just like yours on the market, what makes yours stand out? What's the unique mechanism that changes yours from theirs? And this all has to do with market sophistication, whether you're at stage 1, stage 2, 3, 4, or 5. And each one depends on how much of that product is in the market right now. If you're at stage 1, this is a brand new product and it's completely new to the market, meaning there's not any competition. And then so far it keeps increasing and increasing. And this is where you really have to choose what your product is and why people should be buying. If you're selling pickleball paddles, and if I can look up at Walmart or Target and get a pickleball paddle and drive down there right away, what separates me from going to your store, waiting the long shipping times, paying probably extra, rather than just going to the store down the street and getting it? And if you can't answer that question, well, you may need to either change product or develop a unique mechanism that really sells. So here's the thing. If you're already full on set on this product and you need it to work and there's already a lot of products on the market, you need to figure out what separates you apart. Whether it's something very specific about the product that allows it to be more luxurious, allows it to be better than any of the ones out there, and allows you to target a specific niche of that audience so that you can become profitable. But if you notice there's a lot of brands out there and then they're doing well for their particular product, that doesn't mean that you can just go into the market with the exact same product and do well yourself. You need to be unique. You need to be different than everyone else. And that needs to be clearly portrayed to the audience. Otherwise, it's not going to work. All right. So that is how you can increase your ROAS, or how you can control the aspects that influence ROAS in your business. As always, subscribe down here below. New videos every week about ads, business, and or how to scale your brand going into 2024, 2025, and hell, even 2050. So we're going to be doing this every single week. Hope you're here for the ride. Comment below if you have any questions and I'll be answering there. Until then, I'll see you next week.